Hitting up avenues.
Myself away. venture down this old place, feeling like I've disappeared without a trace. I see you down at the edge of the shore. I remember how the past is scorned. I'm still not sure if it's time to let you go. You take me to the place where the river meets the ocean. I really needed some time alone. I really needed to step back and take myself away. Take myself away. Take myself away. I really need to step back and take myself away.
Shit, we getting maxed out. If you ready, fucking set, get your flags out. Now bang your fucking head, throw your backs out. Drink up in the air, I'm about to pass out. Yeah, everybody know we getting. Till you motherfucking maxed out. My life is based in treble. No more fish skill, I'ma die just to bruise the eyes of the fucking devil. To leave the beef settled. Reincarnated hip-hop and heavy metal. Now my life living as a world tour. Done a million times before, ready for a world war. Get a bastard kid, fucking fashion bitch. I've been based since day one, passionate. Bend your head, get tapped out, waxed out, taxed out, maxed out, till you fucking black out. Blacked out, taxed out, waxed out, till you motherfucking maxed out. Shit. Get maxed out. Maxed out. Maxed out. If you ready, fucking set, get your flags out. Now bang your fucking head and throw your backs out. Drink up in the air, I'm about to pass out. Yeah, everybody know we getting maxed out. If you rep your fucking set, get your flags out. Now bang your fucking head, throw your backs out. Drink up in the air, I'm about to pass out. Yeah, everybody know we getting.
Lyrics them a fire, and lyrics them a shot. We a good MC, we not round a barrier. They have to think about the panta. Everybody know what just so we stop. Man a rude boy, guard the barrier. 4G, ambush them with the quota. Face the nose, tell the bully gaja. If we could chase every person, will you get touched?
What up, everybody? It's your boy DJ AlphaTyler. We are back for another one. Y'all see the title? Y'all know what's going on. Excuse my limited vocal range today. We got that new album review. We got that new After the Tone joint coming. Stargazing, baby. What up, Jeff Champ? I saw After the Tone over on YouTube. What up, Leslie? Looking. I don't know where the fuck everybody's at right now. What up, Tilly? How you doing? Hope you guys are fantastic today. Having a good start to your weekend so far. It is a wonderful, wonderful day. How am I? I'm good. I'm not bad. We got some Danos right here. You know, if you watch TikTok, you know you can get that at Walmart. It's Sunday already. It's Sunday in the Netherlands. It ain't Sunday in Kentucky yet. Here to build points and listen to opinions. Let's go though. What up, Jay? How you doing, man? I hope you're feeling good today. What up, ABBHRSN? I don't know what that stands for. Fellow Kentuckian hot. That's what I'm saying, man. What up? Where you at? I'm in Southeast Kentucky. Where you at? I didn't shout out Jeff Champ either. Jeff Champ was the first one to comment. How you doing, Jeff? I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Need some AlphaTyler cuddles because I know your cuddles will be so warm and it's cold in my room. I mean, maybe though. You're up north? Yeah. All right. You know where you know where Corbin is? Like I'm in that area. So like we pretty far away, but shout out to you either way. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't a Cardinals fan. I mean, if you're up north, you might be around Louisville, so you might be a Cardinals fan. If you're a Cardinals fan, I like you, but I like you less. Just know that. Mom and her man live down that way in Corbin? Oh, okay. Oh, you're up near Covington. Okay, you're still safe then. You probably ain't a Cards fan. You got a better chance of being like a OSU fan. What is After the Tone? After the Tone is this fantastic band that you, my friend Wee Scheme, and his long-lost companion Brittany actually started. I'm going to fuck up the number of years, but like it was, I want to say like 13 years ago. 13? Am I close? I think I'm in the ballpark, yeah? So like 13 years ago or something, they had this band, you know, and there's a whole story. And if you guys have missed the story, I encourage you to go through other album reviews that we have done. Fun fact, I actually realized while I was setting up this live stream, this tradition of doing an album review for every one of Scheme's albums that comes out, this began with the After the Tone album. And so, recorded Should We in 2008. After the Tone was born in 2009, so 14, 15 years. I was close. So the coolest thing, this, and it's like I'm not part of like the lore, obviously, but the lore, my lore with this tradition began with the After the Tone album that Wee Scheme made. And so if you guys have missed the other Wee Scheme album reviews, definitely go catch those. You'll catch bits of the story along the way. But nifty little coinky dink turn of events, if you will. What up, Tech? What up, Nappy? These nuts. Your nuts. My nuts are better. Came to party. Yeah. This is where the fucking party's at. Yeah. I hope you guys are fantastic. Saturday. It's been a little while since we did a Saturday stream. See, there we go. Now we're getting people. Y'all want to know why I leave the opening screen up so long? I know Tech loves to complain about how long I leave the stream is starting screen going, but you know, we'll get to that. But part of it is because y'all motherfuckers don't want to show up until like 20 minutes into the stream, so we gotta run 20 minutes of music before we can actually talk. Just saying. Quick question. Engineeringly gifted friends. Preamp before subtractive EQ or nah? Are we talking about in your DAW? Yeah, I would say EQ first. Okay, Scheme says no. You want to run your preamp before the EQ though? Interesting. I mean, Scheme's probably got the better answer. I'm sure there's a very technical reason that he's going to give in just a second. I'm looking for it because now I'm curious. A lot of people wait till the loading screen is done to show. Yeah, I know. It is a vicious cycle, but it's like, it's so hard to come live, like, and say hi to everybody when you don't see people. You know what I'm saying? Seems a lot like a personal preference from what I'm seeing. Preamp before seems to be the general consensus for vocals. Maybe. I mean, it's all going to come down to how you chain ultimately, yeah. I'm just curious on the reasoning. EQ after you amped, going off of assumptions. I would think the EQ is before the amp. Yeah. Preamp is hardware. Typically, If it's software, it'll serve the same purpose with preamp. Well, I know what a preamp is. That's why I'm saying after. Preamp is a raw input increaser. You don't want to mess with that raw increase by having it have gone through EQ already. Fair enough. Maybe I'm just thinking about this differently because I'm thinking about how I always wire my stuff, and my preamp is a physical thing that I have. I don't know. I guess that's why I asked if you're talking about in your DAW, you know? All right. Anywho. Purpose is sound boost. You want it to boost the most original sound possible, then EQ that. Well, right. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like I said, I guess like in an EQ chain, I don't use a preamp, and so I was confused. That's phenomenal. All right. Anywho, on to the point of today's stream. Yeah, I've never yeah, okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense then. I guess I didn't really think about it like that. But okay. Why is it every time Scheme types in chat you try to read in his voice? Because he has a very magical voice. I mean, that's the reason. Anyway, Tilly went ahead and gave us a cilantro, so you guys know how we got to kick off this album review, right? Cilantro, y'all. All right. We got the Stargazing album review ready to go, and I'm pumped. I've heard a couple of songs off of this album. As a matter of fact, actually, I didn't realize it. I've heard the first 2 songs off of this album. I've heard Want To, and I've heard Asteroid. So it'll be a minute before we get out of reruns. I'll still pause and give my thoughts. Y'all know it's an album review from AlphaTyler, so that means the runtime for the album is about 32 minutes and 29 seconds. We're already 25 minutes into the stream. So you can probably bank on like another 2 hours at least spending time with me, something like that. I'm guessing the guy whose name I didn't know is Mark. And so, hello, Mark. I saw Scheme said hello, Mark. So I'm going to call you Mark too, unless you tell me not to. My fellow Wildcat, I'm assuming that you're a Cats fan. Probably also a Bengals fan, but I won't hold that against you. Let's see. Need to get together soon and discuss some things. Yes, I saw that you called me earlier. I was literally starting this stream when you called me, though. I didn't mean to deny your call, but it was literally for that reason, if that makes you feel better. Let's see. Don't think my cock can get more erect, but I'm ready to go to the ER from lack of... Hey, you know, that's real life, man. That's a real life thing. 35-minute album review for Alpha is 2.5 hour stream. We know. Hey, I'm just saying, it is what it is, guys. Okay. Want to? I'm listening to that song at least 5 times or more a day. It's a really good song, to be fair. That is correct. Sorry, I was gonna clarify the name and got sidetracked. No worries. Don't you dare insult my Bengals. I knew it. All right, let's go. We got Want To kicking off the album. I think I've got all this set up so that it pops. All right, we got Want To coming up first. I mean, is there a better way to go about this? I don't know. Is there something we should say up front? Is there more of an intro that is needed. After the Tone is really fantastic, though. If you guys haven't followed the story, I do encourage you to follow the story. I actually debated whether I was going to play the documentary style videos that exist, kind of explaining who and what After the Tone is at the beginning of this. You know what? Hold up. I think I have them up, actually. What do you guys think? Should we start with the docu-style video? I think it's... Yes, right here. What do you think? Do we want to do this? We want to do this? The lore. Let's go.
Basically, right now I'm working on the intro
This is the
part
story
to the music.
behind
There's
After
still
the
a lot
Tone.
of issues with the actual
It was
sound.
2008, and a young artist named Rob had a growing obsession with making music. He had begun to record and put together enough songs to create a demo album.
Now, if you guys can't tell from that handsome jawline, Rob is Scheme, in case you guys missed that.
He intended on pitching to record labels. As he was finishing the album, he had one song that felt more like a Broadway duet than a regular song. He decided he should get someone else to record the song with him. It just so happened that he'd recently met a talented singer named Brittany, whose voice fit the song perfectly. After asking friends and
I didn't dox him, by the way, for the record. It's in the video. It's his fault.
peers whether or not having Brittany join the song was a good idea, they all unanimously agreed she should be included, and Brittany herself was eager to join in as well. So the two went ahead with recording the one song as a duet. The album was released in January of 2009, and very few people would listen to it. That didn't stop Rob from continuing on his path, however. He began doing small live venues where his college friends would show up to cheer him on. But small shows and his own marketing push weren't working. So he decided to enlist some more help, once again, to get his demo album more exposure. Rob got his older brother, who worked as a Hollywood cameraman and producer, to help him shoot a promotional music video.
Put your head in front of the sun.
Who did this voiceover? Like, who did the narration on this? Like, I've been wondering that since this video came out.
Forward just an inch. Here? Just a little bit more. Perfect.
And I lost myself in your arms.
With this new music video in hand, Rob sent his music to anyone and everyone who would listen, mainly through the most common music sharing platform of the time, MySpace. Everyone he showed his songs to kept focusing on the song with Brittany, rather than the song he had made the music video for. With the main focus of his demo album being the song with Brittany, Rob realized he needed to reassess the strategies and sound of his music. He decided to enroll in school part-time for the upcoming fall semester, to put a more intense focus on his career as a musician.
Brittany and I are actually going to record the whole album over. I have to basically start over. She's going to be in all of it. My brother just drove down and did a photo shoot with us. It's looking pretty good.
After thinking it over, Rob would ask Brittany to join his music project as a permanent fixture, and Brittany agreed. They would spend several weekends re-recording Rob's old songs as duets, as well as including a song Brittany had written herself. And in changing from a solo act to a duo, the group name After the Tone was born. After the Tone would release their first and only album in November of 2009. It was designed as a proof of concept to pitch to record labels and sell as demos at small venues, as well as to share with friends and family. Much like the projects that had come before it, this one was met with silence. That was until May of 2010. Summer break had begun, so Brittany was in San Francisco and Rob was in Los Angeles County.
San Francisco and Los Angeles County. This guy is a fucking king, man.
Had begun, so Brittany was in San Francisco and Rob was in Los Angeles County. Rob had been pitching the After the Tone album to any A&R he could get contact information for, and as summer began, a representative from a major
14 years exactly. See, I was close with 13. I've been paying attention.
Label said that they were interested in the project. They wanted to schedule a time to meet Rob and Brittany in person to discuss terms.
Hey, Brittany, I'm sure you saw I called you a couple times, but something with that project happened. It's really big. I can't really talk about too much. You know, I'm not allowed to say point, but it's all good stuff. So we could talk about it. But coming up, like in a week, like a really big thing. I need you there for. Yeah, just get back to me. I can fill you in. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Was that the actual voicemail, or was that just like a reproduction?
Brittany never answered the phone. And ironically, the band named after the concept that these songs were recordings left after the tone as voicemails to someone you cared about more than they cared about you was relegated to a similar fate. Rob would interpret Brittany not returning his calls as a deliberate act of sabotage from her, and the two wouldn't speak again for 11 years.
When I was young, I thought the ocean was blue. Before I knew it was just illusion.
Brittany would go on to continue her music career, traveling the world with her a cappella group, exploring various music-related occupations, and holding no ill will towards the After the Tone project or Rob. Brittany would spend these years never knowing about the record label. She thought the pair had simply lost contact. You see, Brittany had made a habit out of not listening to voicemails, and in fact, her voicemail box was often full, and she would just delete the messages and worry about getting back to people later. From Brittany's perspective, herself and Rob were two friends who did a fun music project together. However, when
Why does Brittany kind of look like Desiree in this picture, though?
and Rob were two friends who did a fun music project together. However, when Rob didn't return to school the next year and moved to Indiana, they lost contact, a common side effect of growing up and growing apart. However, as for Rob, he toiled with growing feelings of resentment and self-loathing.
And then he
Rob
became a
didn't
monster.
tell anyone about missing out on the record deal. He was ashamed and would move across the country to Indiana to finish school, making up various reasons.
I love this piece of the video. I don't know why. The first time I watched it, though, I paused here, too, and I was like, wait, what? Like, I like the Etch-a-Sketch with the distance thing.
And excuses for why he wanted to move so far away. Rob had interpreted what had happened as Brittany blatantly ignoring him for reasons she didn't want to disclose. He spent many sleepless nights trying to uncover what he could have said or done.
But see, I appreciate this part of the story because what the story is kind of leaving out, I know it talks about We Scheme for a little while, but like we're also kind of leaving out that because of all this, we got voicemails from a loser. So ultimately, we won.
That would have made Brittany want to dismiss and reject him.
Hey guys, this song is called Journey Called Life. It's basically the last song I'm going to put in any sort of public forum.
After swearing off doing music professionally for several years, Rob would return to a music career in 2018, creating a masked and villainous persona known as We Scheme.
I also love the choice of inclusion here of those strings from Drones.
We Scheme was an extreme representation of Rob, delivering satirical commentary and controversial songs. This counterculture brand shot Rob to heights he had not seen before, and We Scheme would garner millions of streams and views and thousands of album sales.
Don't check your voicemails, Leslie. Moral of the story, you could be creating the next We Scheme if you just ignore them. Don't check your voicemails.
In 2021, Rob decided to make an album titled After the Tone, to detail what had happened in 2010. In that album, he wrote songs about what had transpired, as well as some songs that were cutting, rude, and aggressive towards Brittany, expressing the hatred pain and the malice he had developed over the years towards her, or
I thought it was a really good album for the record.
at least his idea of who she was. Before releasing the album, however, he was persuaded by his community to face his fears.
I remember this stream. This was a good stream.
And confront Britney to get her side of the story. And in doing so, would find himself in a phone call that would change both of their lives forever.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna get right into it. I really do. I want to apologize for what happened 12 years ago.
Rob and Britney would spend the next 2 years cautiously healing, renewing an old friendship and understanding each other as people and artists. Britney facing her failures in communication and what it may have cost them both, and Rob facing his failures of insecurity, assumptions, and his own fears of rejection. And after 2 years of mending old wounds, they would finally open the door to an idea that had been lingering on both their minds for a long, long time.
How does he look so much different with the mask on, though?
Might be about to have a big conversation. We started this Friday. It was
Do
tentatively
the music video version of Stargazing. I can and will.
interested. Hey again. So you've had time to think about it. So I'm gonna ask you again. Do you want to make an album?
Yeah, I do. I think we might as well. Why would we not?
I don't know. I think we got to. So I want to talk about some of the fun stuff so far as my plans for this album. I can stop recording now. Thank God.
All right. So now we've got the lore recap. Now we've got the background. Now we've talked about how this came to be. Why are this video deserves a round of applause. Let's go. To Rob, Brittany, and the narrator, especially the narrator. That guy. I'd give him a reach around. All right. So that was fantastic. Little backstory, little lore, you know. Narrator is the GOAT. Yes. That's why, like, obviously the surface level guess is that it would have been somebody from Fiverr, but that's why I didn't think it was somebody from Fiverr, honestly, because you're not usually going to get that quality from some random person on Fiverr. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'd give him a reach around. Tyler is clearly a big believer in a good narrator. Absolutely. You have to have a good narrator. If you don't have a good narrator, your whole story sucks. Like, come on now. All right. So we got the backstory. We know how we got here. We've done album reviews literally from the After the Tone album until today. And so we've caught the music, we've caught the sound, we've caught the whole feel. Now we got to get into the album. We got to check out, what did we wait 14 years for? I missed it. Who's the narrator? I've been on the phone with my mom. It's just a random guy from Fiverr. Let's see. Legit felt like something I'd see on TV. Absolutely. Okay. Alpha is a believer in people having a good time. Absolutely. But I also believe in good narrators. All right. So we're going to start off the album. The first track right here is going to be Want To by After the Tone. So let's kick off this album. Let's see how we open up. I know this song, actually. I don't know why I said that. It has a music video. You should watch it. Let's go.
I don't wanna die to another life.
Music video version? Alright. Alright. We can do that. Why did that not open in a new tab? YouTube, are you changing the game on me? Can I not just... Oh, I can. Okay. Want to. Where's want to? There it is. Alright. So we're... Per Scheme's request. Music video version. Matthew filmed it. Matthew is in PFV, yeah? Not Matthew as in some other Matthew that I don't know many Matthews. So I'm assuming we're talking about Matt. You've never called him Matthew to me, which feels awkward. So Postcard filmed this one. I thought he did because you told me you did a great job with it when we watched it before. But let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Postcard for filming the video. Here we go. First song off the album, Want To by After the Tone. Let's get it.
I don't wanna die to another life. Lie as the other guy. Cry when I close my eyes. Hate that I see you. Try to hold it inside. Want to just feel alive. I can no longer hide. Hate that I need you.
I just wanna dive out of solitude, find a new attitude, see how these things are viewed. I just wanna thrive when I'm near to you, drive with no rear view, trade lost for something new.
I'm just trying to.
So note on that real quick. I wonder if Brittany's gonna hit Jelly because at the CMAs, Jelly Roll done like full on throughout that his windshield was bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. If y'all didn't see it, like y'all need to watch Jelly Roll's speech at the CMAs for real because like Jelly killed that shit. But I like that though. I like that drive like there's no rear view. Hey, let's make that bitch smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go. It's full speed ahead. We ain't looking back. We ain't lingering. Let's go. I agree with you, by the way, Jeff. I also really, really like this song. You want to know where they got the Blues Clues share from? What do you mean?
I'm just trying to find time to be myself. I'm just trying to unwind using bottles from the shelf. I'm still dying inside as I worry for my health, but still finding new rhymes that elude myself.
I think you guys, probably most of you guys, were here when I reacted to this on ATRL a couple of weeks ago. But like again, that little verse from Scheme there, that's probably the most powerful line in this song to me because I get that feeling. I mean, you know, when you hit that point trying to escape, when you start beating yourself up, you know that what you're doing is hurting you and everything, but you keep digging deeper into it. Like, come on now.
For my health, but still finding new rhymes that elude myself. Maybe if everything was simple,
Maybe then everything could change.
maybe if I would send a signal.
Maybe our lives would rearrange.
I'm just so tired of being nimble.
Maybe it's time to turn the page. Dreading this hesitation.
I don't wanna die to another life. Lie as the other guy. Cry when I close my eyes. Hate that I see you. Try to
Scheme, I think you need to cover your butthole around Nappy. Like,
guy. Cry when I close my eyes. Hate that I see you. Try to hold it inside. Want to just feel alive. I can no longer hide. Hate that I
I just
need you.
wanna dive out of solitude, find a new attitude, see how these things are viewed. I just wanna thrive when I'm near to you, drive with no rear view, trade lost for something new. Looking back, finding what we want
Brittany has such a pretty voice, man. Like I think I want to say when she and Scheme first reconnected, I think me and Bittybot did a couple of reactions to some of the Binks songs. And honestly, she just has such a genuinely pretty voice. She has a nice voice. And then you got Scheme, you know, coming in sounding like a greasy hog. I'm just kidding. I like Scheme's singing voice too. Like that's the thing. I know that he kind of gets hard on himself a little bit every now and then. Just like Nappy gets hard on him, except the opposite way, you know. But like I really enjoy Scheme's singing voice, and I think they have a really nice contrast with each other. He has enough bassiness in his voice to kind of contrast the airiness in hers, and it sounds really nice, man. Like it's a really good pairing. I'm glad I'm glad they came back together. I'm glad this album ended up happening. So we're doing the video version of Asteroid as well. So we're not quite over to Spotify yet for the album review, because Asteroid is up, and actually I don't think I've seen this one. I've heard the song for sure. What's Wild are the songs Stargazing and Should We are the first time I've released my natural singing voice in the wild. Since We Scheme started, Brittany forced me to. Well, see, I haven't heard those yet, so I'm excited for those. But before we get to those, we got Asteroid coming up next. And we're again doing the official video because Scheme said we have to, and Daddy Scheme is law. You know what I'm saying? No one gets hard on Scheme like Nappy. That's true. Nappy does get the hardest on Scheme. Brittany should be famous. Her voice is insane. It is actually a really crazy, like she is very, very talented. Like, absolutely. She has like perfect airy quality to her vocal tone. She absolutely does. Yes. All right, let's go. Asteroid. I almost said Stargazing. Let's go.
She's the sun and she.
Did you draw the sketches for this video too, by the way? Because it kind of like the way the video looks kind of gives me headphones. It gives me headphones vibes, like how you did the headphones video, like the little kind of background animation. Some of them, okay, it's really nice. I like it. There was another one too. I can't remember what the song was. There was another one, not that long ago, where you did like a paper style video, and it kind of gives me vibes of this.
She's the sun and she's lighting up the galaxy and me. I'm a rock flying aimlessly through space. What could I possibly do to deserve the glowing heat? I'm just an asteroid that never found its place.
We were just kids, yeah.
And she said,
Look, okay, so I've heard this song, but I haven't like listened to it like that, like paid attention to the words like that. And that was the first time it really kicked in for me. Like he's talking about being an asteroid, and again, an asteroid like crashes into things, breaks things. You know, it's and it's small, and it's kind of in the grand scheme of the universe, it's kind of insignificant. But she comes in and picks him up. Boy, you're not an asteroid, you're a planet. I think you're a sun.
You're a planet that revolves around my warming glow. Don't you know that if you were lost or got destroyed, I couldn't stand it, 'cause without someone for me to show, my light would fade to black.
I'm sorry, I'm so awkward and absurd. I'll try to stay hush. My atmosphere has all but disappeared, plagued by abuse and crush.
It's only weird if you don't take my word that you mean enough. Your quest for care is normal, please don't fear. We all need love and trust.
I'm trying, but it's spent so many years of being broken up by friends and family, lovers, strangers, peers, told I'm not enough and
See, one thing I think I really like about this song is that it kind of bleeds through, and I don't like that Scheme feels this way, but I always feel like some of Scheme's best songs kind of come from this vein, and it lets Scheme's, let's call it his emo side, really kind of shine through here.
Woken up by friends and family, lovers, strangers, peers, told I'm not enough, fit into a burning mass, crashing into better lands. Now I'm just a soaring stone, and I'm longing to be known.
Look at you, you're more than stone. You're a planet that revolves around my warming glow. Did you know that I see your heart by me unknown? Please understand it, 'cause without someone for me to show, my light would fade to black.
Song is based on actual events. I mentioned to Brittany we had a one-sided dynamic since she's so positive and I'm so emo. She said her sign is the sun sign, and she finds happiness in making others who surround her happy. And I was like, sure, if it's a planet but some random asteroid stealing lot won't matter to you. And she said, you're not an asteroid, and then my brain went song. That's actually really cool. I can see that. It's kind of like movie cliche cute. You know what I mean? But like, I'm with it. I'm about it. I like that. I like that story.
Fade to black.
What up, big boss?
Still feel like an asteroid. I don't revolve around it.
You succeeded, Scheme.
Still feel like an asteroid. I don't revolve around anything that I don't destroy. Can I stop that? Gliding by the moons and stars. I'm flying.
Look, I made that reference.
Can I stop that? Gliding by the moons and stars. I'm flying, crashing, causing damages and leaving scars.
You can stop that. In the darkness where we live, everyone deserves to shine.
I don't have a light to give.
Then come and reflect mine. In the darkness where we live, everyone deserves to shine.
I don't have a light to give.
Then come and reflect mine. I show you you're not an asteroid. I'll lend some gravity to pull you from the endless void.
I can feel that.
As time goes by, you'll understand. You'll be a planet filled with atmosphere and greener lands.
I could try that.
I'll help you be a planet boy.
Your light refracted as I spin around your endless glow.
We can try that. If you were lost or got destroyed,
It couldn't happen 'cause I'm caught inside your warming pole.
and we'll keep it like that.
Oh, it's so cheesy. It's so cheesy, but I'm here for it. Ugh. Even the little cartoon sun in the background, I'm here for that thing too. This is a good time to remind you guys. It's obviously in the YouTube description, but more of you guys are on Twitch than on YouTube. There are copies of the album available on WeScheme.com. After the tone is up on the tab at the top, click on that tab, get over there, and get you one. Only wish is for a lower frame rate. Sheldon and Amy song, damn. Can't escape my autism, even in my songwriting. You know, I think it's because you did the subpar rap battles as Sheldon that it feels so Sheldon-y. Like I don't know, but I get it. I see it. Let's see, frame rate is around 16 FPS for the animated bits. I didn't want to go lower. Didn't know cheese could be painful. Hey. It's cheesy as hell. It is cheesy as hell. You not a fan of it, Big Boss? What are your thoughts so far on the album? That's song number 2. Let's see. I meant for the non-animated bits. Looks like 50 to 60 there. I don't even know, man. Y'all on that video-ish, you know? That's like nerd level talk. Y'all a bunch of nerds. All right. So that was track number 2. We've done Want To and Asteroid. Now we're on to Life and Other Myths. Life and Other Myths. All right, let's kick this one off. And if there is a video for something that I'm not watching the video for, stop me. By all means. Just joined and only heard the end of that one. Oh, okay. Right on. I don't know why I'm tripping them. Might be watching it through Tyler. Let me watch it myself. Watch it. Like to force higher frame rates. I don't know, dog. I don't even know. All right, we got Life and Other Myths coming up next. Let's check out this joint right here. This is my first time hearing this one. Sexy piano.
Let's get together in a big room with mirrored doors and open floors. Let's get together.
I thought that was Waterfall. I'm not gonna lie, like the way it started, I thought we were going into no, not Waterfalls. What song am I thinking of? I thought it was something else. Let's go though. If you want to go and take a ride with me. I don't know why I thought Waterfall from that. That's not the same at all.
Let's get together in a big room with mirrored doors and open floors. Let's get together in a classroom with wooden desks and ancient texts. And let's sit in a circle, wait your turn, try to learn about somebody else's perspective. We'll talk about life and other myths and other tricks. We'll talk about love and other legends and other kicks.
More dependent on each other than we want to think. Self-sufficiency illusion got you talking to your shrink. Getting all the words out is important, so to speak. But sort of speech is only second to connecting with our reach. Take a second, listen to your neighbor's rants. Interrupt each other every time you think that there's a chance. Raising up our children so that they will hear what they are told, but forgetting how to care for what is there when we get old. So talk about it.
I like, and I'm noticing it more in this song, I like that the Scheme kind of, it's funny because after the tone, you know, going back to the documentary, going back to the story behind it, Scheme originated the group, originated the project, but it's almost like he's more there to be the change of pace in the group. You know what I mean?
And what you think of is your life, and honesty is really just a series of memories that at this point exist only in your own head. Talk about life and other myths and other tricks. We'll talk about love and other legends and other kicks. We can talk about it all. We can talk about it all. 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 We can everything that's under the sun and everything that's above the sun. When your spirit's body trying to find a connection. Talk about love and other myths and other tricks. We'll talk about love and other legends and other kicks.
Let's see. Depends on the song. We like it to feel like either of us are the lead at any point. We don't want it to be one of us ahead of the other consistently. No, I feel that. And I'm not saying that it is that way. I'm saying like you know, especially in this song specifically, like it really kind of feels that way. Like, and going back to like Asteroid, it's a extremely equal share. Going back to Want To, it's a pretty equal share, but it's like I like that dynamic. You know what I mean? All right, so that was Life and Other Mysteries. I will say, out of the songs that I've heard, I don't like that as much as the first two. I think it's because it's a little more kind of glidey and sing-songy. I like it. It's a beautiful song. As far as like making my playlist, like it's not as high as the others for me. But definitely, like I said, it's a nice dynamic they have going, and it doesn't feel the same, and that's an important thing. I feel like a lot of people get away from is making songs feel different. So we got Should We coming up. We'll keep the train a-rolling so that I'm already at an hour, and we started this 30 minutes into the stream. Now it's time to listen to the original song that started it all. We recorded this originally in 2008. This version is almost the same, just better. Right on. Hey, I noticed, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Scheme misprinted one of the albums and put it on his website as a one-of-one, basically misprint, packaged up and sold it. I was a bit dismayed to check earlier, because I looked, and when you first posted it, I was like, I might buy that. And then I went to look earlier, and it was gone. And so shout out to whoever caught that copy. All right, so this is the song that started it all.
So here we are at the end of the road.
So here we are at the end of the world.
So here we are. I can see your lips tremble.
I feel like we going 50 Shades on this. I'm just saying. I hear this right now, and
So here we are. I can see your eyes wonder.
Should we, could we risk all of this on a kiss, on a kiss? Should we, could we risk all of this? Yeah.
yeah, this is romantic fucking music. This is not that hard fucking. I've been married for 6 years now, and so this is not that fucking that you get into like while your kid's gone or something like that. This is that first like laying her down gently song. You know what I'm saying?
Should we, could we risk all of this on a kiss, on a kiss? Should we, could we risk all of this? Should we? So here we are at the end of the road. Here we are.
So here we are at the end of our road.
I feel like their voices are scarves, just kind of wrestling through the music here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting because I've been listening to Scheme for a long time now. And in terms of like artistry, in terms of kind of going outside the box and giving that like artistic feel, like this is the most condoms wrapping around your cock. Yes, they are. You know what? That's as far as I need to go with that. We don't pretend to be romantic in my house, Jay.
Risk all of this friendship for a dream. So should we risk beautiful memories for a dream? Should we, could we risk all of this on a kiss, on a kiss? Should we, could we risk all of this? Yeah. Should we, could we risk all of this on a kiss, on a kiss? Should we, could we risk all
I know it's on a kiss, but all I can hear is Art of Kicks.
of this? Should we?
I'm with that. I get it. I get the hype around that song for real because like that song has made my house feel sexier. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if my wife is watching this stream, but I'm positive that she's upstairs just dripping. She's like, "Get up here, man. Like it's time to roll." Like that song is sexy, okay? Like and going back to like the lead and all that, like that was a perfect trade-off. That was a perfect equal share on that song because like nobody felt in front of anybody else there. Like that one was 100% like that was very, like I said, in my mind, I see visually based on the sound, like just the, you know, it's like some kind of fine linen. Just the voices are just flowing through the wind. It's a sexy song. It's a nice like little love song, little love ballad, you know, dealio. I'm with it. That's the song I would start with laying pop with. Yeah. No, that's baby making music right there. Y'all, textbook baby making music, okay? And then we go to the first explicit song on the album, which is called Awkward. We go from baby making music to a song called Awkward. Is this after the baby's been made? Let's find out.
Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward. Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward. Walking to a party and I know I don't belong here.
Hold up now see, this is where like Scheme's catalog and my familiarity with Scheme kind of gets in the way of enjoying this fresh as its own thing, because now I'm just hearing shades of pop punk is dead. Like I'm with that. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not mad.
Sorry for the bother.
They do have a very mainstream sound. Yes.
Just awkward. Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward. Walking to a party and I know I don't belong here. How was I invited? I know something will go wrong here. I have never tried this, not a fan of drinking old beer. You said you were coming, so I'm trying to be bold here.
How are we gonna go from baby making music to you said you were coming? Come on now. What up, Dan? Hope you're doing fantastic.
I'm very cunning when it comes to flirting. Probably have you running while I'm barely learning. While you're looking stunning and your eyes are glowing. Sorry, am I staring? I just love your nose ring. Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
I don't like my father, well that's awkward.
Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
Maybe you should sit, we can both be awkward. Why I like your
I like the feel there too, because again, going back, Scheme has a very Pop Punk is Dead feel. It's very much like a shade of Scheme that we've heard here, but it's relevant and it fits too. Not only like sonically do they sound well bouncing off of each other in this song, but it fits the theme too, because I mean, homie talking about showing up to the party, he's being awkward, he's that awkward guy, he keeps staring and everything, and she's talking about her dad, she's talking about, let me hide this, I just realized I have this text up here that isn't relevant to this stream. Why did nobody tell me? Yeah, it's a relevant thing. You know what I mean? It feels super relevant to the vibe of the song. Like homie is kind of going back into his awkward bag, his loser bag. You know, I'm with it. You just trying to get in trouble? Hey, I feel you. I mean, that's an easy thing to do sometimes. We're listening to Sex right now. Let's go.
I just love your nose ring. Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
I don't like my father, well that's awkward.
Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
Maybe you should sit, we can both be awkward. Why I like your haircut?
I think it's kind of shitty.
It could use a touch.
I like your haircut. I think it's kind of shitty. Let's go. That caught me off guard.
I like my father, well that's awkward.
Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
Maybe you should sit, we can both be awkward. Why I like your haircut?
I think it's kind of shitty.
It could use a touch.
Do you listen to our city?
Am I talking too much?
Your voice is really pretty, I just don't know what to say because I'm neither both nor witty.
Why can I see that? Like, why doesn't this have a video? Because I can see this interaction actually playing out. Your voice. Am I talking too much? Your voice is really pretty. Like just that awkward guy just yelling at the chick. Your voice is really pretty. Talk to me more.
Maybe just something too much you're doing more than fine. But now come to think of it, I feel like I'm wasting your time.
You can't waste my time because my time is worthless. Maybe time I spend with you could have more purpose. Sorry
That is correct, Dan.
for the bother, I'm just awkward.
I don't like my father, well that's awkward.
Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
Maybe you should sit, we can both be awkward.
Sorry for the trouble, I'm just awkward.
Hate to burst your bubble, but we both are awkward.
Sorry for the trouble, this is so awkward.
Maybe we should kiss, would that be less awkward?
This is my favorite song on the album so far. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love the energy on this one. And this one, it's goofier, man. Like, this one pulls a little bit more from that schemy bag, you know?
Every day I would sing my song with the sorrow cry, but nobody sang along.
Short answer, but straight to the point. Oh, absolutely. I mean, hey, when you've got me, you've got me. You know what I mean?
Every day we would sing our songs with the sorrow cry, but nobody sang along. Sorry for the bother, we're just awkward, kinda like our fathers. Well, that's awkward. Sorry for the bother, we're just awkward. Come and sit with us, we can all be awkward. Sorry for the bother, I'm just awkward.
like it. I like the pans there at the end too. Kind of hard panning those vocals between the two of them, so that one comes on one side and then the other takes the other side. Nice little touch. I like the harmony of both of them going at the same time on the last hook. All in all, honestly, Awkward is my favorite song from the album, I think. Want To is up there. Want To, I think, is number 2. But Awkward is that's sexy, man. Like, that's a good song. It's a fun song. And just like it's that one that really I would say if there's one for me personally that sells me on this being a fantastic album, it's got to be Awkward. Just Awkward is too fun to look over. Like, it was a really good song. I like how they played off of each other in it. I like the story that it's telling. I can visually in my head, just with the song, see like the story play out, see a video play out. And that's always, to me, a mark of something that kind of goes above and beyond anyway, because it gives you the mental visual of, two teenagers kind of being at a party. And yes, I know that Scheme's not a teenager, but it gives you that mental vision of two teenagers kind of being at a party and, just they're having this back and forth. They're talking. She's, awkward as well. They end up connecting over it, even though, he feels like a loser. And I'm guessing she's probably a more popular lady. I'm with it. You just see Michael Cera when you hear it. Yes. No, like it's shit. Scott, is it Scott Pilgrim? Is that what I'm thinking of? Like, literally the party scene that I'm thinking of is from Scott Pilgrim. Like the one where he's at that house party trying to find fucking, I can't even remember her name. The chick with the pink hair that then becomes blue and all that. He's at the house party, like asking around about her. He's trying to find her. Like, that's the whole scene that I see on that song. You know what I mean? Sorry for the bother. Ramona, yes, thank you. Sorry for the bother. I'm just awkward, kind of like my father. Wow, that's awkward. Yeah. I like it. I can see that song being featured in a movie. It's a love story where popular girl falls in love with the biggest nerd. Yes, Scott Pilgrim. Like literally Scott Pilgrim. You know what I'm saying? Are they making a sequel to Scott Pilgrim? Did I hear that recently, or am I imagining it? But yeah, not my cup of tea, but no hate on it. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. It may not be your cup of tea. It's not for everybody. I enjoy it. That song especially, like I said, that song to me is the one for the album for me. And I'm with it. An animated series is about to come out on Netflix. That's so dope. I love that movie. I saw that movie for the first time in Afghanistan, and it was shortly after it first came out, but like I don't know. I remember exactly where and when I saw it for the first time, and it just always like hit me. You know what I'm saying? Looks amazing. They got like all the voices back. That's so cool. I'm so excited for that. All right, let's check out Honesty is the next one. So we go from Awkward to Honesty. I'm sure this is going to be interesting as well. Let's go. Want To is my favorite, and Awkward is the second. See, I'm with you, but I'm flopped. Netflix animated reimagining of Scott Pilgrim. Voices are the exact cast from the live action. So Michael Cera, Chris Evans, Anna Kendrick. That's so fucking awesome. And honestly, I love when studios put the attention into actually getting like okay, if you're gonna bring something back like that, if you're gonna reboot it, continue it, whatever, like it, yes. It's so fucking dope if you actually put the effort in to get the original cast back. Because nobody wants to hear somebody else's Scott Pilgrim. You know what I mean? They're going to do a reboot movie of Hangover starring Joe, HBR, Tyler, Jason, and Jay. It's going to be a hilarious movie when it's done. Well, Jay's got to be fucking, what's his name? Who's the one that gives them all the fucking, the roofies in the first one? I can't remember names for movies today for some reason, apparently. But yeah, Jay's got to be fucking that guy. Strike is over, I think. Nice. It is actually. We talked to a guy on a set of that last Mises video that we shot, and he was part of the Screen Actors Guild or whatever, and he was telling us that the strike was over. Is the actor straight over? Is the actor straight over? So we actually get series to continue on Netflix and movies. Oh, the actor strike. Yes. Mocon, Daniel Armstrong. How are you, long lost Whitaker family member? Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about right there. Mocon, you're cool to stay in the chat. Like I said, I've never banned you from my chat. I won't ban you from my chat. But like yours and Dan's drama don't belong here. So like, no offense to you. No offense to either of you guys. It's just this ain't it. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't ruffle anyone. Right on. All right, let's check out Honesty. Let's get it. No, you're good. Like I said, I mean, I don't care if you guys talk to each other or like poke at each other, but like no straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's free to say whatever they want to in my chat at the end of the day. But I just ask that everybody respect me enough not to bring outside drama to me, because I don't go seeking it or anything like that. Like I said, you guys are good. You're good to hang out. Like I said, I've never, intentionally like banned you or anything like that. Just throwing it out there, like before it goes there. But yeah, no, you guys are good. Let's see. No, I know you don't bring it, Dan. No, everything's good. Like I said, I'm not knocking either of you guys. I'm just saying I know that it is what it is. But yeah. Anyway, I don't ruffle anyone, and that's all. I'm sorry for even sidelining for it, because like I said, I mean, neither of you guys are getting out of line. I just don't want it to. But let's go. You don't roofie anyone? You would roofie somebody, Jay. Come on now. Don't play me like that. You ain't innocent, motherfucker. All right. I'm going to start this one over because I jumped away for it for a second. So this is Honesty. Let's go.
It's been so many years since I've been honest. 'Cause honestly I can see that lies do the best for me. If I try to reach them with the truth, they fight me with tooth and nail, and bickering still prevails. I'd rather try to fly.
I like this. First of all, it's that's a nice Sada scheme. That's a nice look on scheme. That's a sexy way, but also like that's real shit. Like, I mean, Scheme is always honest in all of his stuff, and he does get fought back because of it. I mean, let's go. I'm with that.
I try to reach them with the truth. They fight me with tooth and nail, and bickering still prevails. I'd rather try to fly, so I told another lie. 'Cause if it's not sensational and dishonest, I'm left insatiable with a pit in my chest. They'll never hear this message. It's falling on deaf ears. Yeah, it's been some years, but I guess that I'm still here. And honestly, I'm tired. I wish I could be famous. Maybe then I would retire. Honesty isn't
You would not.
part of me when I'm trying to be what you want from me. Honesty breaks the harmony of the lies I tell, so you'll follow me.
Why does this kind of take me back to Late Nights? This takes me back to that manic Midnights album that Scheme dropped. I mean, when we're kind of like peeling back the veil, that one that kind of coincided with the mask coming off and everything. This is more of that peel back the fruit stuff, and again, I like that bag too. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the vulnerability, but also kind of the introspectiveness enough of hey, I try to be this, I try to be that. Like honestly though, at the end of the day, what I stick with is honesty. Come on though, come on. That's sexy. We all love you too, Scheme.
And honestly, I'm tired. I wish I could be
wouldn't though.
Honesty isn't part of me when I try to be what you want from me. Honesty breaks the harmony of the lies I tell, so you'll follow me. Honestly, I hate honesty. From the time began and it yells at me. Honestly, it's a travesty. And the honest truth is there's hell in me.
Honestly, it's been hard on me to grow up and love through the memories. I've seen the days and the nights like these, and I grab on tight with a loving squeeze. Trembling here in bits of sorrow, dream of such brighter tomorrows. Standing on a stage for ages, singing joy from all my pages.
Hey, I appreciate you, Dan. Have a good night, brother.
But struggle finding living wages, and all this doubting rages. I lie and say I'm feeling like I made it. I made it alone, with a heart far from home, and I'm grasping to the palms filled with lies. I gladly show them.
Honesty isn't part of me when I try to be what you want from me. Honesty breaks the harmony of the lies I tell, so you'll follow me. Honestly, I hate honesty. From the time began and it yells at me.
I really like Brittany's verse there too. Sorry, I kind of zoned out, kind of thinking through it and everything. We're talking about struggling to make living wages and everything. Thinking that we've made it, but you know, yeah. It's almost to me kind of what it gives me is the fact that, like, yeah, I'm doing better than a lot of people. I'm doing pretty well, but I'm still not at a point where I'm able to, you know, I want to be able to not only take care of myself, but also give back to others and stuff like that. That's kind of the vibe, the feel that it pulled for me. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, in that it's a slippery slope there to where when we start talking about living wages and everything. Politics is soon to follow, and we get into the debate on minimum wage and all this stuff. But it is true. I mean, personally, I would love to be a billionaire so that I could not only take care of myself, but take care of like 10 other families. You know what I mean? I don't know. Brittany's verse there kind of spoke to me like a lot. I just kind of zoned out thinking on that for a minute. Let's go.
Honestly, I hate honesty. From the time began and it yells at me. Honestly, it's a travesty.
I agree with that, Jeff, and that's the interesting point of it. It doesn't sound like anything else. It sounds, you know, it sounds kind of poppy. It sounds, you know, with Brittany's piece, it does kind of feel like a mainstream, like a polished, you know, presentation to me a little bit. Like it has that. Well, and obviously Scheme's a professional in terms of your engineering and stuff, and so it feels like a polished professional piece. The wild card really is Scheme coming in and singing, because Scheme does sound so out of the norm, so different, like such a different touch that isn't in anything else. And it does kind of reshape the entire project to feel refreshing, like different and kind of outside. And I'm not knocking Brittany by saying that, because Brittany is absolutely just a phenomenal singer. Like she has a beautiful voice. Like she adds so much to the project as well. But it's like it's that change that comes from Scheme's inclusion as part of this that kind of makes it just feel different.
Did you tell a lie today?
I don't really wanna say.
Are you running from the truth?
Is there any other way?
Will you tell a lie with me?
I'll ignore the facts and proof.
I'm so glad we're here and happy.
Honesty isn't part of me when I try to be what you want from me.
right, so I'm gonna take a pause. That was track number 6 right there. So I'm gonna take a pause real quick and kind of give my recap on where I rank the songs on the album to this point. I think Awkward is number 1 for me. Then Want To would be number 2. I think Should We is number 3. Asteroid, hold up. Yeah, Should We is number 3. Then Honesty maybe at number 4 for me. Then Asteroid, and then Life and Other Myths. And the thing is, I like all those songs. Even Life and Other Myths it's not like last because it's bad. It's just it was just a different sound. And I like the layout of the album too. I like that we start with Lovey, Happy, then we go to That Vibe, then we go to Sexy, then we go to Awkward, and then we go into Honesty right there. Like, I like the layout of the album. When I really think about, like, Awkward is the winner for me so far, though. Awkward is the one that, like, convinces me that this is a top tier album. Want To has been my favorite for a little while, and Want To is still a phenomenal song, but Awkward is just too good not to really vibe with. And man, like, looking back at the 6 songs that we've listened to, the project is honestly phenomenal, man. Like it really is, because there's not a bad song that we've listened to, and nothing feels like just like the same as anything else. They all have a distinct piece that they play on the album. They all have a distinct identity for what they stand for on the album, and they all sound distinct. I'm really with it. I really like this project. Like, this project, and I know I say that every time I'm checking out a Scheme album, but it's like Scheme speaks to my soul, man. Like, and I think one thing that I really like about this Scheme is that this Scheme is more vulnerable, you know? Want To, Awkward, and Honesty are my favorites so far. Honesty is really good. All right, let's check out Drop. Remake from your 2009 album? Nice. My man pulling that falsetto out for a second there. He thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. We heard that. Back up.
Worth all the self-hating, poking, doubting, all my praying, answerless, I'm silent, swaying. I wish I could be the person who would take all that I wanted, but I fear my sorrow worsens as I watch you leave. I'm haunted, and I want to love you, but I can't. You have to love him, you can't stop.
You know, it's funny that this is a remake from the 2009 album, too, because, again, we're kind of getting it. We're talking about Watching Her Walk Away and everything. With the lore, it's interesting.
I want to hold you, but I can't. And now all together, our heads just drop. And I want to need you, but I can't. You have to need him, you can't stop. I want to kiss you, but I can't. And now all together, our heads just drop. I'm walking
song on this album has this weird effect on me where it kind of pulls me in and I just exist inside the song for a minute, man. I have to keep consciously like stopping myself and reminding myself that I'm trying to be critical because I keep having a tendency just to kind of get swallowed by the music. And part of that is because the mix is phenomenal on this. Like, I truly feel enveloped in every piece of the song. Like I'm sitting here, but also every song has a mentally visual element to it where I just feel like I'm looking at you guys and being sang to one-on-one.
Could never be the person who would take all that I wanted, 'cause this guilt keeps me uncertain as I watch you leave. I'm haunted, and I want to.
I agree with that, Jeff. This album, I feel like I feel like the first lesson we should have all this close their eyes and let the album play through, then went back and broke down the song. Yeah. No, I get that. I kind of feel like we should have played through the whole thing and then went back and talked about individual songs too, because it's like there's so much of this. These songs are so easy to get lost in. Like it truly does feel like a next level just listenable album. Even if it's not your cup of tea, even if you're not latched on to every word in the song or something like that, like this song is just such a good album. Like it's a good sounding album. You know what I mean? I think this is technically, and I'm not taking away because there are other albums you have that I like better, but I think this is technically probably the best album you've ever made. Period. Well, I understand. I mean, it's got an additional person on it and everything, and so that's kind of implied. But that's not like even if I just listen to your parts on the album, it's still like a leveled up you. You know what I mean? Pretty, man. It's just pretty. Like honestly, that song probably like I don't know if it edges out Want To, but I think it falls right below Want To on my top list right now. Like, and that's the thing. It's not nearly as memorable as Want To. It's not even as memorable as Asteroid, but there, like I said, when I said every song on this project has a different feel to it, it's like I liked that song better than Asteroid. I liked the story in Asteroid better, but it's there's so many nuances of each song, because each song on this album has its own identity. It has its own feeling. It has its own, like, there are characteristics of the songs that kind of pull you and push you into a place, into feeling a certain way. Now, I heard the start of Hearts Don't Care just now, and it sounds like we're picking the energy back up, which is interesting, because that one was a much more, that was another dreamy song that kind of took me to, a floaty place. And so now we're getting into Hearts Don't Care, and it sounds like this one's going to be a little bit edgier. So I'm ready to get into it. Let's go.
Is it better to love someone who loves you more? Or is it better to be the one who loves the most?
That's a tough question. I think for me, it's enjoyable to be the one that loves the most.
You'd rather be wondering if there's something more, or just hoping they always want to keep you close. Is it better to hold on to the hope you have, or is it better to have all the hope to give? Would you rather die for the cause or just let live? Our hearts aren't even, our hearts aren't fair.
What is this giving me vibes of? It feels like it has inspiration from something, and I can't put my finger on it.
Our hearts aren't even, our hearts aren't fair. We all want justice, our hearts don't care. Our hearts aren't even, our hearts aren't
Maybe, yeah. Beach Boys. Okay.
justice, our hearts don't
I think that is maybe what I'm thinking of.
care. Our hearts don't care.
Looking at a start and I'm feeling it wasted. Just following my heart when I copy and paste it. Stuck in patterns of bizarre, wishing I could erase it. Now I see a perfect star and I think that I'll chase it. Oh no, fighting for habits again, and I think that I'll end up without any friends. Cause I buried the hatchet and cut down the rest, and I took all the lumber and brother losing to the top.
You didn't put featuring We Scheme on this one? Come on now. I see why. I get why. I'm with it.
Our hearts don't care.
Looking at a start and I'm feeling it wasted. Just following my heart when I copy and paste it. Stuck in patterns of bizarre, wishing I could erase it. Now I see a perfect star and I think that I'll chase it. Oh no, fighting for habits again, and I think that I'll end up without any friends. Cause I buried the hatchet and cut down the rest, and I took all the lumber and brother losing to the telling the story like you were the witch while I'm playing the villain with baiting the switch. All the stuff that I'm loving is scratching the itch, and I'm sorry, but sorry, my heart's gonna
Our hearts aren't.
I like that. I gotta say, based on that, like, aesthetically, the whole song, I like the feel of the song. It's still only number 2. Like, I really don't think Awkward is getting knocked down from its high horse for me. Like, Awkward is the best song on this album so far. But this one's really fucking good. Brittany is the one who wrote this song and pushed for my rap verse. That is interesting. Okay. How does she feel about your rap music? Like, how does she feel about the rest of your catalog of stuff that you've done in the interim?
Even our hearts aren't fair. We all want justice, our hearts don't care.
Obviously, minus the things that might be a little personal.
Our hearts aren't even, our hearts aren't fair. We all want justice, our hearts don't care. Our hearts don't care.
like this song though. Like, if Awkward didn't exist, this would be a no-brainer for my favorite track. My favorite track on the album. Awkward's just too good. Just even the instrumental, like I keep like, it's like I keep expecting the instrumental to get higher to kind of match like her voice and everything, and it's like it doesn't, and it's such a good like, it's such a good fucking feel. You know what I mean? You said yeehaw automatically above Awkward? No, not for me. I said yeehaw automatically above. Wait, what? Oh, no. It's below. It's below Awkward for me. Awkward's better. Like, this one's number 2. Okay. No, I get you because you said yeehaw in the song. Fake Kentucky. Nah. I can't help it, man. I can't help it. I mean, for what it's worth, Indianapolis is my favorite city in America, so I mean, I don't mind being rejected from Kentucky that much. Like this song though, man. Like, no, I like this song so much that it makes me like it conflicts me and hurts my feelings that it's not my favorite song off the album. But Awkward is just better to me. All right. That was Hearts Don't Care. That song was sexy as hell. Like I said, that song made me want to pick a new first, but I can't. Awkward just hit my heart. I think it's because I was that nerdy dude. Let's see. Indiana is West Coast? No. Indianapolis is Midwest. We're right. This song is also about Britney and I specifically. Asteroid, We're Right, and Stargazing are the 3. We're Right. This song is also about Britney and I specifically. Asteroid, We're Right, and Stargazing are the 3 about her and I specifically. Okay. Well, we caught Asteroid already. I'm interested in seeing where this one goes because I do like I like the story songs. I like the ones that compound on the lore, and I'm excited. Let's see where we go. I'm not going to talk because part of this too, I like to hear how songs flow into each other, and so that's why between songs I'm trying to summarize my thoughts relatively quickly. I think I'm doing really good with time on this, guys. Okay, we're only 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, which I think is impressive for me. It's partially because I don't feel great today. But we're right. I'm excited. Let's go. Stargazing, we wrote truly together. Only song we truly wrote from scratch together. Now they're bringing a concept in. Okay, is that why it closed the album out?
I know it's time we moved on. Let's still sing our song. We've shown ourselves to be real. We're right all winding my way out of love. Wandering, finding new ways just to show. Pondering. I think we both blew this. We both knew this. I tried to undo this. We cannot.
My man talking about, I tried to undo this. You tried to sabotage, basically. We get it though. I mean, it's part of the story. Again, I think it kind of fits into the narrative of the whole, like, how everything kind of came back together, how everything fell apart and everything. I think that was a natural thought though.
We both knew this.
I tried to undo this.
We
Cannot subdue this. Try to go back and reset.
How did I make you upset?
It's all my fault.
It's all my fault.
Try to go back and confess.
Why do you have to make this
It's
mess?
all my fault. It's all our fault. I know it's time we moved
I've
on.
grown, but still sing our
We've
song.
shown ourselves to be right. We're right all along. I know it's time we moved on.
I've grown, but still sing our
We've
song.
shown ourselves to be right. We're right all along.
I think a cool thing about this song is it kind of recaps. And here's the thing: maybe we're right all along. The thing is, I take this to be about kind of how everything played out, the lore, the story, you know, the distance, and then the anger and everything coming back. That's what I'm interpreting from it. And the cool thing is, it is right all along, because this was how it had to play out. If it didn't play out the way that it played out, this album didn't turn out the way that it did, and then we're not here, you know, having this conversation about the album. We're not here talking about what a beautiful work it was. Maybe the reunion isn't so great. Maybe they took that label deal a while back, and, you know, development, like, our growth sometimes comes out of the shittiest situations and the worst points in our life. And the cool thing is, because Scheme had that point where he kind of fell down, you know, missed the label deal, missed all that. Because of that, we got all the years of Scheme that we knew before, after the Tone. And while that's not so relevant to After the Tone, that is relevant to just a ton of people who are here for the community that came up around Scheme. And so the story played out how it had to play out for everything, or else, you know, we're walking different lives, telling different stories. The story played out how it had to, and it was the right way. And it's honestly a beautiful way.
Chalked it up to a misunderstanding.
I think that you were just a little too demanding.
Well, if I concur, then where is it we are standing?
I don't know, the past is damning.
You left me abandoned and I felt forsaken.
See, I like this too, because we're fleshing out now. We're going into basically what I was just talking about, and it's cool that the first part of the song kind of extrapolated enough to be able to kind of interpret that piece. But this right here, we're kind of digging into the nuances of all that. We're kind of fleshing all that out. I'm here for this. I like this.
I think that you were just a little too demanding.
Well, if I concur, then where is it we are standing?
I don't know, the past is damning.
You left me abandoned and I felt forsaken.
You were never stranded, if I'm not mistaken.
Why would I rekindle all the flames that burned me?
Maybe as they dwindled, it's just warmth, no hurting.
Try to go back and reset.
How did I make you upset?
It's all my fault.
It's all my fault.
Try to go back and confess.
Why'd I have to make this mess?
It's all my fault. It's all our fault. I know it's time we moved on.
But
has a way of arranging things that really sets me up to really be blown away for the last few songs on his albums. And I always appreciate it because I always get to the end and I'm like, okay, this is the definition of saving the best for last. You know what I mean? So it's funny. So we were talking about Hearts Don't Care, like really making me want to change my top pick. And this one, honestly, I think We're Right is honestly it's below Hearts Don't Care for me, but it's definitely above Want To. Only because I love the story that came out in that. I'm gonna breathe for a second after we listen to Stargazing. I'm gonna really think about like my order here. Unless Stargazing blows Awkward out of the water, Awkward's gonna finish on top. But that song was magical, and I like it because it's so relevant. You know what I mean? Is Stargazing the video that I've seen? I can't remember if I've seen Stargazing. I've tried not to watch spoilers because I knew I was gonna do this. I just didn't know necessarily when. So I've tried to avoid like spoil. I have seen Stargazing. It turns out.
Oh no.
Wait, is this the one that I'm thinking it is? No, it's not the one that I think it is. Okay. I have seen it. Well, it's been played on my account, so I've seen it. I watched it. I don't know. Let's find out. Stargazing. We're gonna close the album with Stargazing. Clicked earlier on a tab. Don't think you saw it. Well, it says like when I looked at the thing, the red bar was all the way across. That's usually how I gauge whether or not I've seen something before, but I don't know. Either way, we got Stargazing right here now. Apparently, this one was the only one that was written with no context, nothing brought in. Like they wrote this completely together, no concepts brought into the table by either of them. Let's see how we're closing the album, how we named the album. Let's go.
I don't know. Something kind of pretty there.
That's very nice.
Yeah?
So play the first chord.
Stargazing again. Stargazing again. Looking back at the past behind me, I was young trying to capture everything.
Hold up though. She been talking the whole album about not looking at the past. Now she's looking at the past behind her. Okay.
Looking down at the light inside me, growing dim as I search for anything.
And I wonder now that I'm older, all these dreams getting any closer.
Darker skies and I'm feeling colder, heavy weight on my aching shoulders.
Stargazing again.
Ooh. Beautiful harmony though.
Open the window to the light within, and we're stargazing again. Watching our dreams, are they real or just pretend?
Battles won and battles lost, riches made but at a cost.
Veering lanes from what I want, fearing change and growing moss.
See the spark inside.
Fearing change and growing moss. I like that. I like that because the Rolling Stone doesn't gather moss, you know. But if it's staying still,
Fearing change and growing moss.
See the spark inside of me, a starlit path to ecstasy.
Burning ember shining free, a dancing notes of galaxy. We're stargazing again. Open
I like that they're wearing the OG outfits too, from like the way back picture, the 14 years ago picture, you know.
the window to the light within, and we're stargazing
this song. This song is pretty. It's got beautiful harmonies
I could
throughout.
see it going, and we're stargazing again.
I'm sold.
Yeah, you like the hook?
I like it.
Okay, so we got a hook.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that little inclusion there too with the songwriting process. It's nice. It's nice, man. That's a beautiful album closer too. I gotta think about the whole album for a second. Stargazing goes close. Stargazing goes high. Awkward's my favorite song from the album. That's me singing like a real boy for once, and it sounds beautiful, sir. It really, really does. Like, honestly, very nice. She took away your auto-tune and made you actually sing. Well, kudos to her for that, because the song is stronger for it. I think Awkward takes my top spot. Hearts Don't Care is number 2. Honestly, I think Stargazing is number 3. We're Right is next. Then Want To. Honestly, then Asteroid. The story in Asteroid, as cheesy as it is, it's just there for me. Probably Honesty, then no, Should We, then Honesty, then Drop, and then Life and Other Mysteries, or Life and Other Myths. I think that's where I'm going. 9.8, only one song was kind of off in the middle of the road, but the rest was great. Which song did you think was kind of middle of the road? There's not... okay, so I think Life and Other Myths was the lowest point for me, but it wasn't a bad song. It was just the only one that I wasn't, like, thrilled about. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good song. It was just... It was the only one that wasn't just over the top amazing for me. Because the whole album, like, every song had its own piece, though. And that's the thing. Like, it just feels like just a solid work, man. And everything plays in. Like I said, everything kind of built up. I love the close on Stargazing. I love the song Stargazing. Because, again, I mean, Britney spends the whole album talking about not looking behind. But then on Stargazing, she actually talks about the past and kind of coming back to it. A little bit on We're Right, too. We're kind of talking about past and like, the path and kind of how it was the only way. And it really was, man. That one, it was good, but a little bit of a low point for the album. Yeah, no, I feel you. Because like I said, and I wouldn't even call it a low point, but it was the only one that just didn't blow my mind, you know? A lot of work that week. Brittany and I went 14 to 16 hours a day that week. And honestly, it shows, man. The album is beautiful. Like I'm so glad that it happened to, like, the story with it, because coming from After the Tone, I remember having a conversation with you. I remember having several conversations with you when you were making the After the Tone album, even the voicemails from a Loser album, you know, the story was coming, and it's such a nice way for it to actually come to fruition, and then to hear, like, so much. There's so many references for if you know the story all along. There's so many references if you don't know the story all along. There's so much, like, new, and it's just nice, man. All in all, like, fantastic album. If you guys haven't bought it, pretty much everybody hanging out in the live stream has heard, you know, the spiel by now. But anybody who watches this later, the link to buy the album is in the description on YouTube. Definitely go grab a copy. I gotta tell myself I still haven't yet, but I'm going to as soon as I end the stream. because I meant to the other night and got sidetracked. But we all need a copy. And honestly, it's such a good album, man. Like, it actually is. Like I said, to me, I've always been a fan of Skeem's music. Skeem leveled up on this one to me. And so, like, next level Skeem, kind of going in the vein, bringing the story full circle, all the things that kind of came together in this is just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can tell that they both have ADHD because the way the album was constructed, like I said, it was a little all over the place, but it fit and worked together. I like it. I like highs and lows in an album. I like highs and lows in an album structure, arrangement, you know. I will say I don't think that was accidental. And I like the way it came out. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have let me know during the live stream what you think. Now, if you watch this back later, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the album. If you haven't checked it out, it's on all platforms. Stargazing by After the Tone. Your boy has been good tonight. We made an album review in 2 hours, just over 2 hours. So that's a personal best for me. And it's phenomenal. It's 10 tracks. Go check it out. It's on Spotify. You can get physical copies on WeSkeem.com. All those things. I'm going to wrap this up. Probably take some NyQuil here in a little bit. And then get my ass to bed. Shout out for those of you who want to shift the pace. What up, my man Jason JV? How you doing? You missed an awesome album review, my friend. Definitely go check it out. But for all you guys who are keeping track of the outside things too, keep my mama in your prayers because she just tested positive for COVID. And I know that COVID ain't killing people like it was 3 years ago, but do keep my mama in your prayers because, like, you know, I mean, she getting up there. So, but I appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all the things. Y'all know how we got to close this thing out. There's a big old cilantro, y'all. It don't change. Check out the album. Check out WeSkeem. Check out After the Tone. Both After the Tone and this album are in the YouTube description. So if you're watching back later, you have no excuse. Like, share, subscribe, follow. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of yourselves. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Cilantro! Woo! Best thing about a sore throat is that bourbon kills it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me or catching this later, whatever the case may be. Like, share, subscribe, all those things. I've said that like 6 times now. I'll catch you guys next time. Huzzah!
Yo,